The South African Local Government Association in Kwazulu-Natal has raised concern about the lack of protection of local chicken farmers. This after this week's relaxation of import tariffs. The organization is calling on government to protect local jobs and not to surrender small-scale producers. How devastating will this move be for the local farmers? Well, I'm joined now by Thami Ntuli. He is the SALGA chairperson in Kwazulu-Natal. Good afternoon and thank you for your time, Mr. Ntuli. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, is it not? Because the decision taken and announced in that government gazette seeks to sort of cushion the impact of prices of chicken on consumers, but at the same time, you are concerned about what it will mean for the poultry farming industry, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal.
Yes, Thulasizwe, as SALGA in KZN, our concern in the main is that the removal of the tariffs from the importing of the poultry or the chicken into our country does not only affect the small-scale producers, but it also impacts on the consumers in many ways. Like we were lamenting the issue of many jobs. You know, this industry is providing 60,000 job opportunities, and in addition, more than 18,000 job opportunities for those who are doing other work which is in support of the industry. Then this move or this decision is really going to adversely impact since already Brazil and USA were providing a lot, the millions of chickens per week in our country. And for this one, because they are subsidized in their country, when they bring their chickens in our country, for those who are not subsidized, they will be affected adversely. You just imagine those the SMMEs who are still trying to embark to recover from the many pitfalls we faced as the country. How devastating the impact of this decision will be to them. That is our actually main concern.
Yeah, and I imagine that that concern is based on the recent experience that we had a few years ago when we saw a few poultry producing establishments in and around KwaZulu-Natal finding themselves in a really difficult situation where they were facing job losses. Are you saying to me that the interventions that had been put in place at that time, we were starting to see the results thereof, and now there's a likelihood that will be reversed? Yes,
we had hope as SALGA. You know, this issue may seem to be just only a national issue. You know, as local government, in our local economic development plans and policies, these people who are talking about the small-scale producers, we support them with an intention of developing the economy in our areas. And we were hoping that the industry, after the pitfalls I've mentioned, such as the COVID and many, was going to pick up. At least we're going to see some kind of the light at the end of the tunnel. But because of this announcement, that is where we're really worried as SALGA, that the decision, in fact, did not show the heart that seeks to protect local jobs, the heart that seeks to protect the people who are local. That is why then we are saying it's a decision which is coming with another one where the regulations that were regulating the local production of the solar panels and the mounting structures were also relaxed, which also encourage the import of the solar panels. You know what, Thulasizwe? Because of load shedding as SALGA, in KwaZulu-Natal, we encouraged a local government to go for other means of providing electricity and other sources of energy. At the forefront, it was the issue of the solar. And we thought the local industry on the solar panels was going to, in fact, enjoy that, in fact, commitment by a local government. But for this, encouraging the import, really, it impacts a lot. You just imagine how many job opportunities are going to suffer when the imports is encouraged, and what is supposed to be produced in our country would be not enjoying booming. So that is our main concern. Is issue of the job opportunities and also the producers themselves. Our economy, you can't say you want to see the economy improving at the same time you introduce policies that are adverse to what you want to achieve.
Do you believe you have the opportunity or perhaps a pathway to get a hearing from the Minister of Trade, Industry and Competition, Ibrahim Patel? The plan is to have this in place. The suspension of the anti-dumping tariffs is set to be in place for at least 12 months to cushion the impact on consumers. Do you believe that you have a way of perhaps appealing that decision and perhaps seeing that there's a way to change course?
Well, the only predicament Tula says will be a will to listen to what we actually say as SALGA in KZN. As we are doing already now to raise the voice on behalf of local government and on behalf of the people of KwaZulu-Natal, we will not stop to do so. But the issue of whether the decision will be changed or will be reconsidered is another issue. But if our duty is to raise issues that we see that they impact on local government, and in particular, as I was directing to local economic development plans that a local government has.
Yeah. All right, I've got to thank you for your time and your insights there. That is Thami Ntuli. He is the South African Local Government Association chairperson in KwaZulu-Natal.